Welcome to the July issue of Japan Headlines with my commentary. So this first item we've been calling for months. It seems that the Japan locals who are members of TOCOM have finally woken up to the need to hedge, given volatility over the last, say, 18 months or so. The EEX members, which are primarily international, have already figured this out and their volumes are significantly higher, but TOCOM may catch up. We'll see. Second item, Miyagi Prefecture has decided to tax utility scale renewables in its prefecture. That's a first. It could be a real disincentive, if you will. We'll see how that plays out, but doesn't look promising. If they do it and it works, you can bet others will. So they're going to finally let the water out after what, a decade, close to that. Of course, the fishermen are not happy. The Koreans don't like it. The list of people that don't want it is long, but it's got to happen at some point. So whatever. So the round two offshore bids for projects were submitted June 30th. Almost 24 bidders. We'll see how this comes out. Last time, if you recall, Mitsubishi swept the sweepstakes. Doesn't look like it this time. We'll see who wins the 1.8 gigawatt sweepstakes. Hopefully, METI doesn't take too long to announce the winners. Next item. So JAPEX with, I think, Deloitte are proposing a new pipeline grid primarily for hydrogen, carbon capture, etc., starting in one particular area to create kind of a sort of hub. We'll see how far that goes, but it's interesting. Next item. So Hokkaido with Sapporo, the big city up there, have formed a GX hub consisting of 20-odd companies, government agencies, and so forth, to create a carbon, hydrogen, renewable, green transformation, which is what GX stands for, a basic hub for all that stuff. They want to raise about $150 billion to do so, but we'll see where that goes too. Interesting concept. Next item. So with all this carbon capture, hydrogen, whatever, METI has finally formed a new division to focus on this particular area. Fully expect a good dozen or 20 committees coming out of this in the next 12 months while the experts figure out what to do. We need more experts. One of the first things that come out is creating a negative emissions market. Kind of ahead of its time, because this is supposed to be for carbon capture and those kinds of things where you're actually reducing carbon and creating a market for that. Not sure there's, I don't think there's any liquidity if they started it today, but we'll see. Next item, the nuclear restarts. So if you recall, Prime Minister Kishida was all in on raising the amount of generation from nuclear by turning them back on. However, the NRA had different criteria, and that's much slower than anticipated. So I think that's going to come to a head as there's, the plan isn't playing out, and it's going to create a political problem at some point. So JEPEX is changing its rules on a lot of different fronts. The one in this particular item is the rules around reselling what you bought in the wholesale market is fading away or being phased out, partially because, was my opinion, the JEPEX volumes kind of hit the 40-45% of the market, and it's kind of sitting there. So they want to create more liquidity, so more volume, if you will. So by changing some of the rules around to make it easier, that's hopefully going to accomplish that. They are also going to be changing their system to make it much more user-friendly sometime in the next 12 months. So that's it for this month. Thanks for tuning in.